there right now. Press gently but firmly into the bone. What you are looking for is not pain. It is a feeling that radiates outward from that point. A warmth or a pulse or a hum that you feel spreading toward your shoulders and up into your throat. This is the mark of command. It is the point from which a chosen one speaks not to the monad, but as the monad. When this point is activated through conscious recognition, the frequency that leaves your voice carries the signature of the source itself. This is what separates prayer from declaration. Prayer sends a signal upward through layers of archon-controlled territory, where it can be intercepted, diluted, rerouted, or simply absorbed. Declaration originates from the mark of command and broadcasts on the monad frequency directly. The archons cannot intercept it because they cannot perceive it. It operates on a band they were never given access to. 3 marks: origin at the skull, perception on the hand, command at the chest. This is what Jesus transmitted in private to the chosen ones closest to him. Not theology, not morality. A physical map of what they carried inside bodies that the demiurge designed to be prisons, but the monad had already secretly wired for escape. Now close your eyes for 3 seconds. Just 3. And as you sit in that brief darkness, ask yourself honestly whether you felt something at any of those 3 locations. Not because I told you to feel it, but because something responded before your rational mind could talk you out of it. Open your eyes. Here is what happens next. And I tell you this so you are not caught off guard. Within minutes of verifying these marks, thoughts will arrive. They will sound like your own voice. They will say, "This is ridiculous." They will say you imagined it. They will say you are being foolish for believing any of this. Those thoughts are not yours. That is the archon response. It is automatic. It is predictable. And the fact that it arrives right on schedule is itself the 4th confirmation that the first 3 were real. The pattern defending itself is proof the pattern exists. Do not argue with those thoughts. Do not fight them. Simply notice them the way you would notice a sound coming from another room. Acknowledge that they appeared, and return your attention to what your body told you. The body does not lie the way the mind can be made to lie. The body carries what the monad placed there before the archons ever had access. And now you understand why chosen ones throughout history have been treated the way they have. You walk through a world that was built to contain you, carrying proof on your flesh that you do not belong to it. That is not a comfortable position. You cannot explain this to most people around you. They will look at you the way someone without ears would look at a person describing music, not with hostility, with genuine inability to perceive what you are talking about. That is not their fault. They are hylics or psychics operating within the range they were given. But you were given more. And with that comes a weight that only other pneumatics can understand. The loneliness of seeing clearly inside a world built on fog. But that loneliness is about to change, because you are not the only one watching this right now. Across the world, in quiet rooms at 2 in the morning, other chosen ones are hearing this same teaching tonight. Other pneumatics are touching the base of their skull for the first time and realizing the ridge they always noticed was never random. Other carriers of the divine spark are pressing into their sternum and feeling warmth spread like a signal waiting decades to be acknowledged. You were never alone. You were scattered. And tonight, the monad is pulling the fragments back into recognition of each other. So here is what you do now. Not tomorrow, tonight. Before you sleep, sit somewhere quiet. Place your hand at the base of your skull and hold it there for 30 seconds. Then trace the line of perception on the outer edge of your hand with one finger. Then bring both hands to the center of your chest, press into the sternum, and speak these words out loud. Not in your head, out loud. Quote 2. 9 words in that last sentence. The same number the Gospel of Philip identifies as the count of the monad's original emanations. That is not coincidence. That is architecture. If you felt something move through you just now, whether heat or chills or pressure behind your eyes, comment, "The marks are real," below this video. Let the other chosen ones see it. Subscribe right now, because what I reveal next week goes beyond verification. It goes into activation. And like this video, to push it past the suppression so other pneumatics searching tonight can find what you just found. You came into this world carrying the signature of the monad on your body. The church tried to make sure you never discovered it. The archons spent your entire life filling your mind with noise so you would never think to look. But tonight, you looked. And what the monad marks, no demiurge can erase. You are not hoping anymore. You know.